Do you want to learn this amazing shortcut? My name is JHart, and this video will show off some shortcuts you need to know in Mario Kart World. The easy way to pull off the DK Pass shortcut is to start a charge jump and release as you go off the edge. Hitting the pole lets you trick and gives you enough air to clear the gap. However, you can actually pull off this shortcut without a charge jump. Simply tricking off the edge of the road gives you less airtime when going across, making it slightly faster. Salty Speedway is full of shortcuts. This one doesn't save much time, but it's way safer when there are a lot of other drivers around. Start a charge jump once you leave the water, then leap onto this wall. Drive up to the top of the wall until you hit a grind rail. Trick to the left once you see a red railing. This takes you to a completely different path. In a regular race, a double item box resides here, and most of the time you can get this box all to yourself. No more having to fight for items with the rest of the pack. Mario's circuit has a quick turn skip on the second lap. Go off the jump to the right and then line yourself up with this post. Trick off the post and clear the colorful blocks. If this version is too daring, you can veer off to the left and ride the colorful blocks all the way over instead. Make sure to trick off the end of the blocks. Crown City has a crazy ending cut. This one cuts the entire last turn. This requires a lot of setup, however. Start a charge jump towards this wall. Atop the wall there's a grind rail. Take this railing across the first turn. After the turn, do a left trick off the grind rail. Hold left and keep tricking. You should hit a palm tree and then land in this area. From here, it's as simple as tricking off the platform and back onto the track. This can really save you towards the end of a race. This shortcut can be executed in a lot of different ways, so the key is being able to adapt to whatever happens. Did you know you can pull this off on Koopa Troopa Beach? All you need is one mushroom. Once you go off this ramp, start charging a jump. When you hit the grass, activate your mushroom, then release the charge jump. This should take you through the boxes and cut off a significant portion of the track. When activating the charge jump, hold left so you strafe in the left as you go into the air. This gives you a much tighter line into the cut. Cheep Falls has a shortcut a lot of people miss. After you enter the river, look for a log on the left. This can be used as a grind rail. All you have to do is trick off this rock right in front of it. This can be tough to line up due to the rough terrain, but with practice, it gets easier. This takes you to a new path, cutting a whole turn. If you have a mushroom, it pairs very nicely with this huge grass cut. While performing this part of the shortcut, make sure to activate your mushroom before hitting the ground, otherwise you won't be able to land in a drift. Have you seen anyone pulling off this shortcut in Sky High Sundae? Turns out, it's really easy. All you have to do is trick off the left of the path about here. Make sure you're tricking as you leave the track. Wall rides only execute after you've done a trick. Once on the wall, ride it until just about the end. Trick off the wall early to minimize airtime. The more time you spend in the air, the slower you'll be. If you land a bit too low, don't worry. Just trick on the wall over this position and land back on the wall after the gap. This is actually a bit faster due to minimal airtime and an extra boost, but it's also riskier. Did you know you can skip the entire ending water section of Wario's Galleon? To do this, you need to land on this grind rail as you leave the cannon. Do this by going off the left inclined part of the jump. This is a tough jump, so don't be afraid to use rewind to help you practice this one. My suggestion is to keep practicing these kinds of jumps until you can do them 5 times in a row. Once on this grind rail, you want to trick right onto the further rail. From here, all you need to do is trick off the grind rail and onto the ground. This skips a very slow water section in its entirety. Not to mention keeps you safe from other players' items. Airship Fortress has an extremely cool shortcut. In fact, it's one of my personal favorites. It's actually one of the first shortcuts I taught myself in this game. First, hop on this grind rail on the left. Keep tricking to gain speed boosts. Once you enter the first turn, trick to the right and you'll fling yourself to the other grind rail. This ensures you take the tightest line for each turn. Go up the chain and trick slightly before you reach the top. This ensures less airtime. On your descent, land on the red grind rail below. Go around the turn until this point. Here, neutral jump off the rail and land in a left drift. Once in the drift, immediately hold right, then tighten your drift as you enter the U-turn. When done correctly, this can give you a huge lead on your competitors. That's all the shortcuts I have today. I hope this video taught you a thing or two about the shortcuts in this game. I've been JHart, and thank you for watching.